May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? We're done with week 10, people. 9 more left. That's right. I have a guest in the background, and I'm going to try and record this quickly because we are still partying hard over here from Scarlett's 8th birthday weekend. So let's just jump into this update. Again, I am right off the treadmill with my sprints, so let's get into what's been going on. If you watched my video last week, there's going to be some entertainment this week, apparently. So last week was a bad week. I was not in a good headspace. I was tired. I was getting hungry. Nothing's new this week. We kept my same calories. Weight did drop a little bit more. However, I did get my cake yesterday. And the instructions from the coach were 1 slice of untracked cake, eat normally, keep it at the cake. Don't go off the rails and figure, a slice of pizza and a bite of chips. Maintain control, which I did. I journeyed up to cake slice heaven, took control of myself, and came right back to the plan. And I'm a little blown out in the waist and a little muddy in the lines this morning from all of the carb and water situation. So I'm not showing you pictures this week. But next week, I think we should be able to do a photo update because things will be looking right again. So I did want to, let me make sure I get my notes here. I did want to talk about something because there was an issue this week. And I don't really want to talk about it because I kind of messed up. But I'm going to talk about it because I think this is an important part of people in prep and families that are in prep. All right, so get your listening ears on. Let me pull up my notes just to make sure I don't forget anything. We talked about the cake. Okay. So through this prep, I've been trying really hard to keep my emotions in check because, when you're tired and you're hungry, it's easy to take that out on people that you love. And I have been doing the best job. But on what day? Let's see, Saturday, I had made 2 pizzas. I'm not eating them. And it was a very low calorie day. And I put my brother in charge of cooking them because it was busy. Oh, it wasn't Saturday, it was Friday, but it was busy. We went to do a girls' nail day right after school, and then Scarlett had cheer tumbling practice, and I was trying to get everyone fed in a timely manner. We had 3 kids in the house, and 4, you don't really count me because I'm eating my own thing, 4 adults, and so one of the pizzas burned. Inedible. And I did not handle it well, and I snapped and was very impatient with my brother. And this was the first time I have broke in prep, and it was important to me that not happen because what's the point of being in prep and doing a hobby that you are supposed to enjoy if your family is miserable because you do it? That's not okay. And I was really disappointed in myself, and I should have done better. So that was kind of an unfortunate thing that happened this week. And we worked it out. I did apologize, which is never any fun. And we went through it, got through it like a good family does. But it still doesn't excuse the fact that it happened, and I would like very much for that to not happen again. So I'm really working on keeping my mood in check, which partly has to do with making sure I feed and take care of myself on time and deal with my fatigue better. So I'm not hoping, that is not going to happen anymore. That is unacceptable behavior, and I'm really ashamed of myself that I even did that. So, brother, if you're watching, sorry again. And then another unfortunate thing happened, and I'm going to try and talk about this without literally vomiting everywhere. And if you're squeamish, maybe just fast forward. Okay, so here's the most recent thing that has happened. So last night, I was going to bed, and these walls, these wall corners just jump right out in front of your toe. So I kicked the corner of the wall, like, worst thing ever. Like, sign me up for childbirth any day over that. But it wasn't that bad. I was like, oh God, broke my toe, And I looked down, and what has happened is my toe, I'm not even 100% sure what has happened, because quite honestly, I could not fully assess the situation. And yes, everyone, I am a healthcare professional and I watch surgery on the daily, but toenails, I cannot do. Toenails that are not where they are supposed to be, I cannot do. Okay. Everyone has their things, people. All right. But there is a very large crack in the middle of my toenail. There was a lot of blood, and there was some dizziness, and I had to sit down and try and keep myself from passing out. So there's an injury, folks. And I've put a Band-Aid on it. There's no more bleeding. And I did sprint on it today, and things were not comfortable, but they were okay. However, I'm not really sure what this looks like. I did pose on it today, and that was not fun. I was in socks, that's a look. We're far enough out, I don't think it's going to be a problem, but that's a little concerning. That's such a tiny, what you would think is a tiny injury could derail some things. I will not allow a pinky toenail injury to derail this prep. But that's what we're dealing with right now. So I'm trying to first aid that today. I don't know what's going to happen, tomorrow, now that I've ran on it. And I also have 5 more days of cardio to do. But we're dealing with that. And this is not my first injury. I've torn a hamstring, but this is by far the probably most inconvenient injury I've had thus far in my bodybuilding journey. So if you're praying, people, send up some prayer for my poor little toenail. And I laugh saying it, but y'all, this is kind of a ridiculously serious situation that has happened. Okay. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but you guys walking with tennis shoes pushing on the top of a toenail that is, don't even know what's happening. I'm a nurse, so, I'm sure I'll wait way too long to go to the doctor. It's been a thing. So that's on the forefront of my current, prep situation right now. I'm going to, do what I need to do for this to not be a situation. So that's the newest update. Brand new. Hasn't even been 24 hours. Look at you. If you subscribed, you're going to be the first ones to find out. Don't say I never told you anything secret. So other than those two things, again, I'm not trying to be negative. I feel like I'm in a better headspace this week. But those two things happened, and I'm not going to act like I don't ever do anything wrong. I was wrong in my reaction and behavior. And then we're going to see, I don't know what's going to happen with my toe, but we're still being able to get the cardio in. So I don't think weight training is going to be a problem. So we'll just wait for this to get better and hope I can man up and look at it eventually. Right now it's not bleeding. I've got a really solid, nice Band-Aid on it. So we're just going to leave it for a couple of days until things settle down there, because I will pass out if I try and look at it. Okay. So other things that are going on, we're getting into single digit weeks, folks. This is getting very exciting. It's still hard, still not fun, but your body is amazingly adaptable, and we have adapted to just the generic feeling of hungry and terrible. Also, we were celebrating all weekend. My sleep was probably not what it should have been. I'm quite tired just from partying with an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old. They go hard. So I'm trying to just catch up on my rest. And there's been a lot of, cooking that I don't eat. If you go back and watch the episode where I interview my husband, he talks about how, I'm trying to be a good host, and I try and feed everyone. But that means like almost triple cooking between the kids and then my food. And then my family's food, and it gets to be a lot. And we also today went out to dinner, which meant, or out to lunch, dinner, supper, whatever region of the country you call your noon o'clock meal. Went out to that today. It was Scarlett's birthday, and she was also baptized today, which was a huge deal. So we went out to celebrate, because celebrations do not stop just because you are in prep, because the whole world is not in prep with you. So I brought one of my meal preps to Cracker Barrel, and nothing happened. The police did not show up. The restaurant did not shut down. I got a drink, and not a fun drink. Not those mimosas that I love so much. But I got something to drink, and I ate my food, and we enjoyed the fact that my child got baptized and that my child is 8, and the family was together, and it was fine. And the same thing happened yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my story. We went to a water park. We had a cabana. It was so fun. There's food service there, and people ate. And I went and walked to my car, got some steps in, and ate my food for 10 minutes and came back. So, you can do things that are fun, even if you have to eat something different, and it's okay. So if you're not in bodybuilding prep and you are just in some sort of body transformation stage or a fat loss stage or just habit change stage, I want you to not feel pressured to not follow your convictions or your goals just because you're in a setting where it's maybe not easy. Just go do what you do. The lighting is insane behind me. I don't know what's going on out there. Clouds or something, I guess. But that's really it. I guess that's my public service announcement for the day. Don't derail your goals just because the setting might seem a little difficult to navigate. There's always a way where there's a will, or reverse that, whatever the people say. Okay. Let's see. I'm waiting for my suit to be initially like the first things to get sewn. You probably see my dad in the background right there. And once that happens, we'll start sending in some measurements, and we're just still trying to lean out, get some more lines. And that's really it this week. I just wanted to do a quick update. I've still got another day to hang out with my family, celebrate my little girl, and then finish out this prep nice and strong. So I hope you guys have a good week. If you're not following me on Instagram, I do like a lot of, I don't say a lot, but I do update way more frequently, of course, on Instagram, just like little stories here and there, like some posts about things. So that is fit.ash.crna. That's my Instagram handle. So it's pretty much like my YouTube channel, except dots instead of, I guess, underscores. So Instagram is at fit.ash.crna. Follow me over there. Don't forget to like these videos. Throw some comments out if you know what to do for broken toenails / toes / cut toe. I don't even know what's happening. If you have any little, old wives' tale tricks, remedies, anecdotal evidence, send them my way so I can baby this bad boy back to health. And I can quit stressing out about it so much, because literally every step I'm afraid something's going to come off or start to bleed, or I can't even talk about it anymore because I'm going to get dizzy. Comment and then subscribe if you haven't, and share these videos so other people can maybe subscribe to the channel and watch me smash the rest of this prep. Okay? Have a great Sunday. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.